With you tonight, we're at the half, and the Pioneers have a 21-7 lead over Lehigh. Pioneers stopped inside the one as time ran out there in that second quarter. Earl doesn't have his ears on here.
Kind of a funny ending to the half. I was told by some of the others here in the booth that the reason they stopped the play, the time was running out. Lebanon didn't have time out. They didn't have time to run another play, except that the official, the back judge back there, stopped the play, waved his arms and stopped the play. They said the reason he did that is that some of the Lehigh players had the ball juggling around there. They wouldn't give them the ball to put it down.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
I'm still not sure they got the playoff in time. I guess they did.
It took them a long time there to untangle them. That is the truth. But anyway, pretty good night for the Pioneer offense. We'll take another break. I'll be back and do some stats. 21-0. The Pioneers lead it here in the half. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ. All right, we're back. Pioneers lead it 21-7. Taking a look at some of the first half stats. The Pioneers picked up 185 yards on the ground. That was in 25 carries. They threw the ball 8 times, completed 4 for a total of 74 yards. They had 12 first downs and were penalized 55 yards. That's a lot of penalties there, Merle, for a half. Lee picked up 60 yards on the ground, 14 carries. They threw the ball 5 times, completed 1 for only 4 yards. They picked up 7 first downs, and they were penalized 25 yards. No turnovers in the first half. I think Lee did fumble once, but recovered it, and there were no pass interceptions. So, pretty clean game, pretty good game so far. Taking a look at maybe some individual stats, Zach Hurdy leads the Pioneers in rushing with 75 yards. Olsen had 57, and Hurdy had 39. The leading rusher was Raven for Olsen. He picked up 48 yards. Houchins with 1 reception there for 40 yards. That was quite a play. That was the play of the half, really. He snagged that ball with one hand. Nearly took it in. Got the Pioneers in pretty good field position there late, but they were able to push that touchdown in. All right, we'll take another break. We'll be back and look at the individual, how these teams scored. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. There's lead 21-7. Taking a look at the scoring, Pioneers scored on the first play of the game. Actually, they scored before we got on the radio. But Zach Hurdy took a misdirection play, 59 yards on the first play for a touchdown, and Carissa Johnson did kick the extra point. Pioneers led 7-0. Zach Hurdy threw a 15-yard pass. Hunter Hurdy threw a 15-yard pass to his brother Zach for 15 yards with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Johnson once again converted the extra point. At that point, the Pioneers led 14-0. Early in the second quarter, with 9:56 left, after a 59-yard drive by the Pioneers, Fisher Martin took it in from 1 yard out. Carissa once again converted the extra point. The Pioneers led 21-0. Lee scored with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Laster, the quarterback, took it in from 1 yard out. Densmore kicked the extra point, and that's where we are score-wise. It's 21-7. Pioneers leading. My dad, Lebanon, wound up with the ball inside the 1 yard line this time ran out in the second half. Also reminds you that the Pioneers won here in the second half. 21-7, Pioneers leading. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.
Tony Brown Field for middle school, where Lehigh now we'll get the second half kickoff. They're on the field. They send Reagan back with also back there with him is Deacon Blanken. Blanken and Reagan deep. They're standing back about the 20. Coming just now coming out of the field. Carter Dillon will kick off for the Pioneers. Pioneers lead at 21-7 as we go to third quarter action. Getting teed up on the 40.
Anyway, Lebanon running
Did you see well, he was trying to get back. Did you see your picture? Two gas stations trying to get back.
Now we're ready to go, and Dillon kicks and squibs it downfield. It's going to be taken by Reagan at about the 23-yard line. He moves it back into the middle of the field, and then runs into a host of Lebanon players. Tatum was there, along with Martin, I believe. Fisher Martin, Zach Hurdy, tackle too along with Tatum. Fisher Martin was there too, I think. Lee will have it first and 10 from their own 33-yard line. They spread things out, 2 wide outs to each side, and having the shotgun. Last one takes the snap and hands it to his tailback, and the whistle stopped the play. Illegal procedure call against the Generals, and it'll be second or first and 15 for the Generals now.
way too much of this.
How come you got the ball? The Pioneers kick off again?
No, Lee won the toss to get into the game at the second half.
Oh, that's right.
Pioneers got the first half kickoff.
That's right.
First game opening
If
kickoff.
I had that wrong, I apologize to our listeners.
Yeah, that was the one where we got, as soon as they got the ball,
Scored, yeah.
Hurdig scored, Zach Hurdig scored. Lee now, they send Reagan out to the left, and they got 3 wide outs to the right. Master out of the and the tailback moved, but Lebanon jumped across the line too. Don't know who jumped quickest. Flag and offside Lebanon. The tailback moved back there too, Jamie.
Yeah, I saw him.
That's not a scene. And moves the ball back up to what the
That'll make it first and 10.
original line of scrimmage. So those 2 penalties didn't do much. First and 10, 33. The ball's on the ground. Looks like Lebanon has it. Last one fumbles. He tried to hand off to the tailback. I think that was Blanken in there. The tailback. I believe it was Blanken.
Never missed the handoff completely. The ball just hit the ground. Pioneers jumped on it. There were 2 Pioneers right on top of it. Not sure who they were.
I couldn't tell who it was.
But anyway, first turnover in the game. Pioneers in a great field position at the Lehigh 31-yard line.
See what they come up with here.
Yeah. Well, you can't just.
Fisher Martin is the fullback in that backfield.
Got Olsen at the tailback, though.
Hands it to Olsen, running to the left off left tackle. It's minimum yardage there, maybe 3 yards. He got about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Looked like 26 is where they marked it, so he picked up a good 5 yards on that carry.
So it'll be second and 5 from the 26-yard line. We're early in the second half, early in the third quarter, 21-7, Lebanon lead. It's first possession, or Lebanon's first possession of the half. Tosses back to Hurdig, who's that's Zach Hurdig giving the toss. He takes it down to about the 20.
It's going to be close to the first down.
It's going to be a little bit short, maybe at 21. Yeah, we're giving him first down and marked at the 21-yard line.
So he picked up 5 yards on that carry.
Pioneers knocking on the door again here. They lead 21-7. Lehigh, as we mentioned earlier, winless on the year. They're 0-6. Pioneers trying to go 4-3. Hurdig under center now. Takes the snap, hands it to Olsen. Not much there this time as Lee ganged up on him right in the middle of the line there.
Oh, they were waiting on him that time. I don't think he gained anything. So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers. From the Lehigh 28 yard line.
Won the first set, that was the second set. I wanted to give you 34, but they split.
Look for him to throw it now.
Yeah, they had a pretty good passing game going here tonight.
Either throw or try to get Hurdig on the outside. He's got an inbounds line to the left.
But they're in tight.
Everybody's in tight. He hands it to Tatum going the other way. Tatum's got some room, dodges one tackler, and gets it down about the 10-yard line before he's upended. Over on the far side, couldn't see who made that tackle.
Good gain there. I believe they're inside the 10.
I think it was Casey Moonahan that made the tackle.
It'll be 1st and 10 or 1st and goal from the 9 for the Pioneers. Good run by J.D. Taylor.
Sure was.
Pioneers inside their 10-yard line. You done beat them twice.
Right to left, which would actually be west-east.
Once again, they're unbalanced to the left.
Everything powered that way, and he give it to Zach Hurdig running that way, and I believe he lost the ball momentarily. I think he fell on it himself.
Like he got his own miskick.
Yeah, he fell on it himself. Pioneers retained possession.
How did we serve?
Retained possession, picked up a yard.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second goal, 8-yard line.
Or 2nd and goal, rather.
Yeah, he did pick up a yard on that fumble.
Gained a yard on that fumble.
That's 2nd and goal from the 8.
Pioneers going right to left. Nimble.
Now they send a wide out to the left. That's Houchins. Everybody else in tight.
Close to the right hash mark.
Hurdig hands it this time to Tatum again. They gang up on him. After one game, maybe lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, they were waiting on that. So he lost a couple of yards. We're going to mark him back at the 9, so lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9.
8:28 to go in the 3rd. Lebanon leading 21-7.
3rd and goal.
A lot of penalties have affected the movement of the ball in this game.
Hey, what if I take you over
Yeah, it hasn't been a real clean game. There have been a lot of penalties.
Lebanon's got they've got Zach Hurdig at tailback now. They're moving people around. And Lebanon wants a timeout. It didn't look like a good formation to Coach Webb. We'll take a timeout with them with 8 minutes to go in the 3rd. 21-7 Lebanon lead. You're listening to high school football 107.3 WXLZ.
That's not good. That's not good.
9-yard line.
That's the only way I can go.
We've got a lot of interference here coming from the lower end of the press box. I'm sure people are picking that up.
We got a wide out to the right. I think that's
They're
Houchins.
having a good time down there.
Houchins over there. And the snap goes over the quarterback's head, and Hurdig has to fall on it back near the 25-yard line, maybe the 24. And that's a big miscue by Lebanon.
Big line.
Marking it to 23.
So it's going to be 4th and 23 for the Pioneers. It's 4th and goal from the 23-yard line. Somebody's going to try a field goal from the 30-yard line.
I think it's Carter Dillon.
That'll be a 40-yard attempt.
He may fake this, Jamie. I can't imagine kicking that far.
He's got a big wind behind him, though.
Now they put it down. He kicks it, and he's going to be a little short.
Anyway, that'll be a touchback. Take it out to the 20 where they'll have first goal.
General football.
I don't understand that. I can't imagine
Take time off the
not
clock.
kicking any. I haven't seen him kick any all year, especially that distance.
Far out.
First and 10 general.
Pretty good size field goal.
From their own 23-yard line.
We'll get ready to corner down there when that.
But it's 1st and 10 lead from the 20. We got 7-17 to go here, 3rd quarter. 21-7. The Pioneers with the lead.
Maybe Jamie with the soccer becoming more and more popular, maybe they'll develop some kickers out of the soccer program. They just don't work on it much. Most of the high school teams around. Lee sends wide outs, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Lasher wants to pass. Now he's going to try to run. I believe that was a quarterback draw call all the way. He gets it to the 20. And that's a
Pioneers picked up on that one. It was a draw.
No gain,
No
I
gain
guess.
on the play.
Second and 10.
79.
Just really good.
Andrew Calhoun.
Hey, get the next tackle, already mercy.
Lee spreads out again. And the wing back on the left side goes in motion. They hand it to the tailback. He's bottled up momentarily and then kicks it outside. I believe that looked like Napper. On the far side, I can't see very
It
well.
was 32 there.
32.
Napier on the carry.
Napier carried the ball.
I thought it was
Napper, I mean, yeah.
It was Napper, number 12.
12, yeah. Picked up pretty good yardage on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 4th.
See a flag flying there. Jamie, all of a sudden, Lee had him come out of the huddle and something Lebanon said or done, I guess.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Pioneers. The referee was standing there close to one of the Lebanon players, and somebody must have said something out on the outside here on the near side,
Probably should have said something they shouldn't have.
evidently.
But that will be a 15-yard penalty. Give Lee a first down.
Sink ships. And so,
Kevin Hamilton was there close to the ref, and I don't know if he was the one that said anything.
I don't have any idea who it was, but that takes them all out to the Lee 41 where they will have it first down.
foul against
Either team accomplishes much here. So far in this third quarter, we got 6.5 minutes to go in the third.
Pioneers have been penalized pretty heavily there.
35 yards of penalties on it.
Logan Grace comes out wide to the right. Now here's a little swing pass out in the flat. Ethan Blacken rumbles to midfield with him, just short of a first down.
49, gain of 9 on the play, or gain of 8 on the play. It's going to be second down and 2.
Grayson Huff goes back into the lineup.
Pioneers had a shot at him sort of after he caught it, but the defender was really out of control and ran past him and missed the tackle.
Number 4 coming out wide to the right. That's Reagan. Wide to the left, another player. The handoff's inside, right up the middle. Grayson Huff. He gets first down yardage easy as he goes down the middle. He's led on 41 yards.
Quick hitter there.
10 or 12 yard gain.
41-yard line. This drive started on
Yeah, big game. First and 10 lead from the Pioneer 41.
Lee's had more success in this third quarter than Lebanon has.
Lebanon. General smartly to the line.
Lee sends Hines out wide to the left, Reagan to the right. Throw it across the middle, intended for more,
Be 2nd and 10.
and incomplete.
Got a quick little look in there to the tight end, and
Nobody wants to hold the football.
Yeah.
it wasn't,
Was that 16 or 18?
I'm not sure, but
I think it was 16. I think
pass was not accurate. So it's second and 10 for Lee.
it was Grace instead of Moore. Now, Laster goes under center, and the Lebanon tackle comes barreling through there in a hurry. Pioneers going to get penalized again. I think Lee knew.
Move it to the
Who was that? Trent Ray that came over?
Second down and 5.
So it'll be second and 5 now for Lee.
Well, he's getting a little confidence now. Laster under center again, hands it the first man through, and that's Huff. He runs pretty hard. He's a freshman running back. He gets a couple of yards.
Gain of 2. Takes the ball inside the Pioneer 35. They mark it at the 34. So it's going to be third and about 30.
Gain of 2, third. About 3.
3rd and 4.
Blanken goes back in for
5-minute mark of the third quarter. Big third down play.
Jonathan Blanken and Ethan
This time
Blanken
they
both
go
in
heavy
there.
with Napper.
Full house backfield, the handoff is to the tailback, and he draws his way to about the 30-yard. Should be enough for first down.
He's got a first down. They're going to mark him just shy of the 30.
The head official has the first.
Napper that time with the
In
carry.
general.
He's getting the ball a little bit more here in the third quarter than he did for some time there in the second quarter. Master comes over to the sideline to get the play. Ian Hines goes back into the game. Now he comes back out.
Not an issue now. Play clock has
I don't know about the play clock,
been
Jamie.
cut off since the
They
game
couldn't be
started.
worrying much about that on
Lehigh
officials.
taking plenty of time.
I guess they're
You have to watch that back judge. He's keeping it.
he starts signaling when it gets down to 5 or 10 seconds or something.
Napper.
Hadn't been any problem yet for anybody. Now, Laster in the shotgun now looks down the seam and incomplete. Intended for Blanken that time. He got hit pretty hard, couldn't hold on.
Purdy hit him. Neither one of them exactly sprang to their feet. I think that's Purdy.
Purdy's down on his knees.
Purdy's hurt a little bit
Official timeout.
on his knees, so we've got an injury timeout. And we'll take it with him. 21-7, the Pioneers lead at 4-8 left in the third quarter. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.
Lee with the ball now, 2nd and 10 from the Pioneer 30. And the handoff this time to Jonathan Blanken. He's hit right to the line of scrimmage, not much there. Trent Ray on the tackle. In the interior of that Lebanon defense. Ray's down on his knee too. Took a little lick there himself. But
Purdy, who walked off the field, missed that play, but he's back on the field in this safety spot. So that's good. He's the Pioneer quarterback.
3rd and 9 now. And movement on the line for Lee, and that's going to push them back. That was notes all mixed up here, Jamie.
Need to get it straightened out there. That's a 5-yard penalty though. That'll make it 3rd down and 14 for Lee.
Chancellor Wilder that moved right there on the tackle that moved too quickly.
Pioneers 34.
Going to sprint out to the left, try to block something evidently. See what they come up with now. 3:15 and the clock running. They're in the 3rd. They send the
3 wide receivers to the left.
send more over there to the left. Now back to pass. Laster throws it the other way.
That was a good defensive play
Post
back there.
pattern. Good defensive play by Houchins on Napper.
He got,
Intended for Napper.
about the time he got ready to catch it, Houchins got a hold of his left arm there, and wasn't any way he could catch it one-handed. So it'll be 4th and 14 to me. The ball at the Pioneer 34-yard line.
34.
Of course, they won't kick here
59 to go third.
on this end of the field. We're trailing by 2 touchdowns.
2:59 left here in the 3rd quarter. The clock gets stopped on the incomplete pass.
Laster brings them out of the huddle. There's 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left.
And Grace. Blanken offsets to the left.
Laster in the shotgun, back to pass, bobbles the ball, tries to pick it up, finally does pick it up. Now throws it, he's got a man open down at the 15-yard line. I'm not sure if they call that a catch or not. It was down over the same spot.
Yeah, he was down on the ground. I don't believe it hit the ground.
Didn't look like it did. They're giving it to him.
Broken play though, and Laster comes up with a clutch 1st down play.
That was a gem of a play by Laster. He tried to pick it up once and couldn't pick it up. And then
Tried to pick it up again. He, a 3rd time he got it.
finally got it. He pushed it through.
And then that receiver was down on the ground and he caught it. They marked him back to 14-yard line at Lebanon. 1st down, 10 left.
Yeah, just 1 wide out to the right.
It's
Reagan out there.
With Napper behind
Hand
them.
off this time to Napper, going to the right side, breaks the tackle, goes over a couple other tackles, goes inside the 5-yard line with it.
He thought he got enough for a 1st down. He's very close to it.
Close to it. Let's see if they get it
First
through.
to go. As Napper takes it down.
Yeah, they give him a
inside
1st
the
down,
5.
so it's
Ball
1st.
at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal from the 4, and we've got a lead play on this down.
Looks like Napper now. He was hurt, shaking up earlier, wasn't he?
Looks like he might have got his breath knocked out of him. I'm not sure. But anyway, the clock is stopped. And,
We'll take a break now with 2:26 to go in the third. We'll come back after the injury. Listen to high school football 107.3 WXLZ.
The league player still down on the field. He is setting up now. The medical team there from the Pioneer side have come over and attended to him. That's one good thing about Lebanon physical therapy there. They come to about all these games, and it's good to have them.
Nick Napper, he's up on his feet. He'll back in the huddle now, Jamie.
Well, he's
Shaking up pretty bad.
he'll have to come out of the game for one play for sure.
Yeah, he's just huddling up there with him. Now he's going to come to the sidelines and go back on the field. It'll be first and goal from the 40-yard line. For the Generals, they line up pretty tight now in formation. Reagan out on the flank way out wide to the right, split way out there.
Bounce right side, Laster calls signals.
Handoff is to Huff. And no, he fakes a handoff, and Laster comes around the end. Races in the end zone. And Laster with the touchdown instead of ball game.
That was good ball hands there by
Lehigh
Laster.
knocks down that goal line one more time.
Sold that handoff and then skipped right outside the right end. 4-yard touchdown.
Dinsmore.
That makes it 21-13 now. The Pioneers leading by only a touchdown.
Ethan Dinsmore, the left-footed kicker, in there to try the extra point, to try to make it a 7-point deficit.
Convincing he don't want to go to jail.
Snap is up high.
Yeah, they do. Did you see that? That was good.
Getting that down and putting it up through there. That was a really high snap. I don't know how they got down and
Has to do that. So 21-13. We've got 2:21 left here, third quarter. We've got a game on our hands here, folks. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.
You did a good job.
I mean, it's normal.
Okay, Laster goes 4 yards into it.
I mean, just mowing to himself.
Dinsmore's good. 114.
Dinsmore kicks off again it's taken by Zach Hurtig, and he finds a hole up the middle. He took the ball at the 16-yard line and all the way up across the 40. Good run to Zach Hurtig again.
So they're going to mark him on the 39-yard line.
Just short of the 40. I thought he got across the 40.
Well, it looked like he made it too. Somebody got a hold of his jersey and slowed him down. Good field position for the Pioneers. And they need to put something on the board here, Merle.
See if they see a little more sense of urgency now. Everybody in tight. Hurtig hands it to the tailback,
They go.
and that is also running. He gets pretty good yardage. He's got about 5 yards.
Number 5, that's Olsen.
Also, Jerry wrote down my number 74. Rogers.
We're going to mark it at the 41-yard line. So gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5.
44-yard line.
I'm sorry.
And they need to take it to the 49 for a first down. It is 2nd and 5. And they stay in that tight formation. Try to run it right at the Generals. Just toss it. Zach Hurtig on the outside. He drags one tackler with him about 24 yards before somebody else comes to his aid. He gets about the 50-yard line. It's going to be enough for the first down, I do believe. First down, Pioneers.
Ball, they mark it right on the Pioneer 49-yard line. First and 50.
So the Pioneers on the move, and they need to put another score on the board. Lehigh's cut the deficit to 7. It's 21-14.
So Lebanon has to
Time running out here in the third quarter, minute 15 to go now. We're down the center again, hand off the tailback. This is Houchins this time. He runs to the left now, reverses his field, has to go backwards a lot, and then cuts right back up the middle. Just gets back to about the line of scrimmage there. He did a lot of running. He shouldn't have cut shouldn't have cut back across the field there.
Oh,
Should
he
just
had a
kept
pretty good game there, but end up nothing, but we got the flag down there. A couple of them chicken fighting back here in the secondary. And a couple of them pushing the third player came in and
They had ball, personal foul.
they called that against Lebanon. Two of them were kind of shoving the third player from Lee came in and got into this play. That's not a good call.
Hutchins actually lost a yard on the play, but they marked it at the 48-yard line. Yard shy of where they started.
Well, I think they're going to penalize it extra 15 yards.
Now they're going to move it way back. So they penalize them 15 yards. That'll be 2nd and 26. Right? He lost a yard on the play.
But actually, he caught the second shove there too. What happens a lot. That's not a good call there.
Inside the 40.
Because I was watching that. That was
Second down.
3-yard line.
if they take the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line, so it's going to be second down about 30 anyway.
26, I think, actually. Heard him hand this time to tailback Olsen, running between the tackles. It's 40. Pretty good run there as he gets about 6 or 7 yards. Give him 6. Mark it down right on the 40.
They mark it on the 40.
So it's going to be third. It looks like about 19 yards to go for the first down.
I don't think we're going to be able to run it unless they get another big run from Zach or somebody. Hutchins had a pretty good game if he just kept going there. It probably still would have been in the scuffle that caused the penalty. Time's running out. We might get one more play off in this quarter. 10 seconds and counting. As Hurdy goes under center. They're going to get it off, looks like.
They get
And
it with 2 seconds.
timeout Lee with 2 seconds to go.
General timeout on the field.
Call it time.
We'll break away for the timeout. You're listening to High School Football on 107.3 WXLZ.
19 from the Pioneers. A reminder once again that we will carry that Castlewood Hostel game tomorrow. The D1 Region D semifinals, I guess you would call it. Game time, as far as we know right now, is 7 o'clock. So be sure and follow that game if you will.
All right, Lebanon hit the ball at the 40-yard line. They need to take it all the way down from their own 40 to the lead 41 for a first down. Hurdy in the shot.